Hello, YouTube. I want to do an attempt of categorizing the cards of the new set into the Inklands into tiers and make a tier list. This could be really wrong because it's always depending on the current meta. Some cards are always good, but some cards are always depending on the current meta, especially some removal cards also. And I'm doing this for all of the other inks, so feel free to look them and comment on this video. And if you comment, please do nice comments. What I mean with nice is with impact, so such things like, "Oh my God, this is S tier, you idiot! Are you stupid? I hope you'll die soon," or something. This I would really like to hear that. So let's try it. I'm sure I will be wrong with some cards, but that's always the case when you have a new set. You try to categorize them, and with some cards I will be right, I think, but with some kinds I will be wrong as well. If we start with Ember, I'm doing this for competitive constructed. So in the limited format like sealed or draft, it could be something else because I think this card could be decent in limited, but not in constructed. I think it won't see play, so I put him into D tier just because he won't see play. Some cards are maybe kind of decent, but I think won't see play, so I put them into D tier. D tier is unplayable for me, as it won't see play, and um, that's my kind of categorizing it, and then it gets just better. Minnie Mouse, I think she's kind of okayish. Um, Singer 3 for 2. Yeah, she needs the right deck to shine, but I think she's pretty decent. Singer 3, and this effect could be useful. Um, I don't. Oops. Lol. Um, she's here. Um, I think she's not very good. I put her into B tier. Baloo. Baloo is a very aggressive character. In aggressive decks, please feel free please feel free to write your opinions if I do something wrong in your opinion, and please write it here. I'm excited about your opinions. So if you see something completely else than me, Lord, ich grüße dich. Yeah, I think so too. Baloo is a nice singer. I think it hurts a little bit that he's uninkable. I think he's playable, of course, but I think he's worse than Mini. So I put him here. Um, I do it later when the real cards are popping up. Pride Lands is one of the best locations. I think this card is crazy good in the right deck. I think this card is really good. All characters get +2 willpower while here. It's cost only 2. I think this is really good. It's cheap. It has 7 willpower, what is crazy much in the early game. You get immediately you get some payoff if you move here, and this effect is really good. So it's not the next character you play, just one less to play characters. You can sometimes you can, if you play this in weenie decks with very much low drops, and then you can maybe get your whole hand on the board. This is really good. I'm not sure if I put it to. Nah, I will do it an 8 here. It's not. It's not a card every Ember player will play, but it's kind of it's really good. Pedita. When I saw this card first, it's the new legend. It's one of the two new legendaries of Amber. When I saw this first, I thought it's really good. When you play this, it's a good value card. You may play, but the problem is to build decks around this, and I don't see cards 6 cost uninkable that hurts a lot in decks like this, where because you want to play this card in a deck that plays a lot of a kind of aggro deck that plays a lot of um, low cost characters. Yeah, the location. There's so many options for the location. This is crazy good. But I think this card is too weak for what it does. If it would be inkable, it could see play. But I can't think of a deck where this fits in because cost 2 or less. It's just a this is a tempo card. You play this, get another on board, and it's hard to build a deck around her because yeah, it's 6 cost uninkable. That hurts a lot in Amber decks. With I'm not I'm not I'm not I do not think this card is good. I put him, but I'm always afraid to put legendary cards in bad tiers. So I think B tier is fine for now. Rolly, it's a cute. What is the English word for Dalmatina? In German, this race of dogs are Dalmatiner. I don't know if is this the English name too. I don't know. Um, yeah, it's pretty standard support character. I don't think it will see play. So let's not waste time. This is kind of vanilla bodyguard. Too high cost, I think. I think there are better options, especially when you pair it with steel. There are better options, I think. Okay, Bare Necessities is one of the best cards of the new set. This is absolutely clearly S tier. I think every Ember deck will play this card 4 times. I think. I think there's no reason to not play this card because even in control in slower decks, in controllers style decks, maybe in Mufasa decks, this card will be cut, but in everything else. So I think this is clearly S tier. In aggressive decks, this will be uh, you get rid of the cards that hurt you a lot, like Sword or something. And in control decks, such cards are always good. This is crazy good card. So yeah, by necessities, if you play Ember, please play this card, okay? Please don't cut this card. This is crap, I think. If I think a card is not worth mentioning, then I will, because I want to play today. This Tinkerbell is okayish. I don't think she will see play because she's 4 cost uninkable and quest only for 1. I put her into C tier. Maybe she's C play, but I don't think she's really good. This won't see play. This won't see play. Where is it? Here. Won't see play. Okay, this is my next S tier card. This is absolutely crazy. I think nearly in every Ember deck you can play this card 1 or 2 times. In every aggressive deck, this card is crazy. This card gets cheaper. 9/9. If you're not red or blue, you will have many troubles if this hits the board. Or you are green, just bounce it. That's really a counterplay for this card because this card gets cheaper for every character card in your discard. And when you play it, then you have to shuffle all character cards of your discard into your deck. So if you bounce this with Mother Knows Best or something, then you can't play it. This is a huge counterplay to this card. That makes it a little bit weaker because green seems to be a popular ink this format, but I don't know, maybe not. But for now, green is kind of most played ink. Um, I think this card is even then really good. It has nearly no downside. You will get this card on board. Um, I don't know, turn 5 for 5 or something. Uh, Maybe a little bit later, but it will get very cheap. And if you pair this card with some discard cards like the small Simba, the one drop Simba, or something, these draw discard effects, then you can get this card on board really soon. And it's good. This is a good card. There's no downside of this card. 9/9, and you need to have a hard removal for this card, or you get in really big trouble. Because this card can end games really fast, and this and the what do you say? Bedingung. Was heißt Bedingung auf English? Condition to play this card is not really high. It's just wait a little bit till some characters are in your discard. So this is really good. Wendy will see play, I think, because she's a really good aggressive character. She quests for 2 and has 1/3. She's just better than LeFou. You know LeFou from set 1 has 1/2 and 2 lore. She's just better. I think in aggressive deck she will see play. 8 tier is maybe a little bit high. I put her in high B tier. Machia. What does this mean? I think it was one character gets -2 attack to start of your next turn. No, I don't see it. Kida is good. I don't know if she's S tier. I think she's worse than the other two I put in S tier, so I put her in high A tier. This card is really good in aggressive decks. Maybe you see this card. Don't know what use she has, but it's kind of aggressive card. So you have a full board of high lore characters, and then you play this card, make everything um, get -3, and then they can't trade her. So this is really good. It's kind of a finisher in aggressive decks because you play this and all of your characters should survive because the opponent can't trade anything because all of their characters have -3. This is really good. It needs a little bit testing because that's the only use for her. She's shiftable, so that could be a good thing. But this kid, this card needs a little bit of testing. Boss orders I think this is crap. Yeah, this is crap. Maybe you can stop me if I put something into crap. What is not crap? Um, and I don't see how good it is. Mm. Mm. This won't make the cut, I think. I did see decks with this big Pluto, and I just don't get it because I think this card is crap. I don't see why you should play this card. This is just expensive, does not really good things. Yeah, it heals every turn, but it does nothing when it hits the board, and I don't think this card is good. But I saw so many deck lists in Discord where they play this card, and I don't get it. I don't know. But if you shift it turn 5, maybe it's a solid. Nah, I don't think so. But I put it into low C tier. It's the last C tier card for me. This is crazy good. This new Pluto is really really good. You play this turn one. Of course, it's uninkable, but that doesn't matter that much. And then you can put a 3 drop on turn 2 on board. This could be Dog, for example, and Dog can then ramp itself, and you can put a 5 drop on turn 3 on board. What is kind of crazy, and the opponent has some trouble on turn 2 to deal with this because you play this, then yeah, if you're on the play at least, you play this, and then they have to have a 2 strength character to deal with this, and that's not always the fact. So this card is crazy good. I'm debating if I should put it into A or S tier. I think it's S tier. Yeah. Oh, what I can say for now, I think this set is better than the last set in kinds of power level, because the last set some colors didn't get any good cards. Yeah, some good cards, but the power level of this set is way better. I was kind of afraid because all of the good cards I think were spoiled, were revealed, and in the end of yeah, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, and then wow, then the good cards came, and you were thinking, okay, this will be crazy good, and this will be good, and this will be good. I want to play this, and so now I'm totally excited. This card is way better than the other Perdita. I think this card could see play because this is crazy card advantage. Plus, this card is really good. Reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. You may put each character card with cost 2 or less into your hand. So you will play this, of course, in a deck where you play really, really, really much 2 or less cost characters. You could play this in this Dalmatina deck where you can play this other dog for many so many as much copies as you want. But yeah, maybe there are enough other options. But you have this effect, and you have the second effect too. Whenever this character crashes, if you have 4 more characters in play, all characters get +1 lore. This is really, really good. I think this will be the highest cost character in this deck because you surely want to play as many low drops as you want. Maybe Rockstar Stitch. Yeah, maybe Rockstar Stitch as well, because Rockstar Stitch this all gets get you to draw one. You will see this card with Pride Lands, I think, because that synergizes very well. This card is good. I put it into A tier. Queen of Hearts, nothing too special about it. I think it's too weak because there are 3 drops that have 2 lore itself. Whenever this character, your other villain characters get plus. Nah. Herr Mauf, you say in German. Herr Mauf. Miss Bianca, it's just the new Sebastian. I think it won't see play. Tiana's Palace. I don't like this card. The problem with this card is, where do you want to play this card in aggressive decks with Pinocchio or something? So Pinocchio can move here, and then it can't be challenged, so it survives. This is the only place for this card, I think. And then this 2 move cost is very much, very, very much. You could just play another threat for two. Um, I think this card is not good, but I don't put it in S tier, in D tier. Yeah, I don't think it's because in slower decks, the opponent will just attack this. Yeah, it has 8, but uh, I don't I don't think this is not good. Uh, oh, this is good. This is a good card, and I think this card is overseen for now. I see much synergy with this card, especially in aggressive decks. This is really good in aggressive decks. It's solid. It has solid stats for this cost, and this card is really good. It's kind of better than LeFou, than the red LeFou, because you just quest with her what is too low itself, and then at the end of turn you can ready your Pinocchio or something. Um, or just yeah, there are much synergies. There are really much synergies. This is a good card. I don't know if it finds his place in the meta because you need to play this card in an aggressive amber deck, and I don't know if aggressive amber decks will exist. I put it into A tier for now. What Sebastian do you think, Novocaine? You mean the singer Sebastian, or what else? What else, Sebastian, do you have? Hmm, no, don't want to put it in B tier because I think this card is overlooked. Play this card, and I think you could be surprised. I think how good this effect is. The kitten set two. Huh? Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't get it. Hmm. Sorry, I don't know. Christopher Robin. Yeah. With this card, yes. Also. Um. Yeah. But I think it's just solid in some aggressive decks as well. If you can ready your Lilo or something, or Arthur, if you play this with Arthur, um, I think there are much synergies with this card. And this card is not weak for itself. It's not, oh, this card is shit, but has a good effect. It's a solid. The opponent has to deal with it. 1/5 for 4. It's a solid threat. And then this effect. I think it's really good. No, because it's at the end of the turn. But that your card will then get uh, be ready in your opponent's turn. Yeah. So this Kita is a 1-drop. I think it could see play because there's a shift target. I put her in the C tier. I want to talk that much about it. This I don't see it. I don't see it. It's just a bigger lantern for 4. I don't see it. Low C tier for me, maybe, but I don't see it right now. I did. I didn't. I wasn't a big fan of Lantern either. So this card, low C tier for me as well. This high risk, high reward card, of course, but it's 5 cost uninkable, and you really want the only use for this is to finish because you don't want you to spend your turn 5 on just getting 4 lore for, and then it's your opponent's turn. I don't know. Maybe this super aggressive new puppies deck. I don't see it right now. Neverland, vanilla location, C tier for me. It's higher C tier because it could be a decent threat in turn one because it's getting you lore. In aggressive decks, maybe it could see play because in aggressive decks you have to remember um, all locations have some, nearly not exactly but nearly ward. As it, this card has you have to see this card has ward because nearly I think I know there's along and then along came Zeus, but everything else this won't get hurt by it. This won't get hurt by Grab Your Sword. This won't get hurt by Tinkerbell. This won't get hurt by every Dragonfire or something. So maybe this vanilla locations could be overlooked, but I did not play it, so I can't say anything about it. The puppies, yeah, don't want to talk about it that much. You can play that 99 of them, a solid 2 drop stats, but yeah. This card, don't see it. Sorry for all heal enjoyers. This is a good card. High B tier for me. While you have 2 or more other characters, this character gets +2 lore. 3 lore then. Hui. Turn 1, you play a 1 drop. Turn 2 this. Turn 3 a 3 drop, and then this gets this quest for 3. That's kind of strong. I think this is a solid card, and you know the place. You sorry, you know the decks this could see play. It's really easy to figure out in which this card fits in. So it's a really solid card, I think. And even in some kind of curve Mufasa decks or something, hey, you just have to play your curve 1, 2, 3, then this quest for 3. So it's not that hard to get this. Maybe it's low A tier for me. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. And the last card is Pongo. Pongo is low A tier for me. It's a what are the last cards in your A and S tier? You mean this? You meant Bernard? This one? Or which card do you mean? And the last tier card in S tier is Pluto. It's the 1 drop that can ramp for 1. That's really good. This one is the last. If you mean that, this is crazy good. I think. Yeah, I think this is crazy good. So we got all the Amber cards.